On Monday, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif assured China of his personal oversight in the investigation of a terrorist attack near Karachi airport that killed 2 Chinese nationals and injured others. The Baloch Liberation Army's Majid Brigade claimed responsibility for the explosion. PM Shehbaz condemned the attack and reaffirmed Pakistan's commitment to safeguarding Chinese citizens, emphasizing the strong bilateral relationship. In response, Chinese Ambassador Zhang Zedong expressed appreciation for Pakistan's swift actions and called for thorough measures to ensure the safety of Chinese nationals. In Islamabad, a multi-party conference showed robust support for Gaza, demanding an immediate ceasefire a year after the Israeli invasion, which claimed over 41,900 Palestinian lives. The resolution, read by Deputy Prime Minister Ishaq Dar, condemned Israeli aggression and advocated for Palestinian self-determination. Notably, no representatives from the PTI attended. In other news, 56 Pakistani prisoners were repatriated from Sri Lanka, facilitated by meetings between Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi and the Sri Lankan High Commissioner. The returning prisoners thanked the officials for their efforts. Lastly, the Pakistan Stock Exchange experienced a significant rise, with the KSE 100 index surpassing 85,000 points during intraday trading, driven by declining yields in fixed income markets and positive sentiment in the energy sector. On the one-year anniversary of the October 7 attacks, Hamas launched a volley of rockets at Tel Aviv, coinciding with memorials held by Israelis to honor the victims of the deadly assault. In a related development, the Houthi movement targeted Tel Aviv with missiles and drones. Houthi military spokesman General Yahya Sari reported that they successfully hit 2 military targets in Tel Aviv, using a Palestine II-type missile, along with several drones aimed at both Tel Aviv and Eilat. Meanwhile, in a televised statement, Abu Obaida, spokesman for Hamas's armed wing, asserted that the group executed a preemptive strike on October 7 to counter a planned major attack by Israel against resistance forces in Gaza. He emphasized that the strike followed unprecedented aggression against the Al-Aqsa Mosque, characterizing the ongoing conflict as an unequal battle against a criminal enemy. In other news, Norwegian reports indicating that about 50% of the region has become uninhabitable. The situation in Gaza remains dire, with reports indicating that at least 17 people, including 9 Palestinian children, were killed following an Israeli military directive for civilians to evacuate northern Gaza's Jabalia refugee camp amidst heavy bombardment. Since the onset of Israeli attacks in October 2023, the death toll in Gaza has reached at least 41,909, with over 97,000 individuals reported injured. The U.S. has provided Israel with $17.9 billion in military aid since the start of its military operations in the Gaza Strip last year, according to a report by Brown University's Costs of War project. Additionally, $4.86 billion has been allocated to enhance U.S. military operations in the region since October 7, 2023. In the ongoing conflict, Hezbollah has targeted Israeli troops in 2 villages along the Lebanese border. The Israeli military reported the deployment of an additional division in response. Hezbollah claimed responsibility for multiple attacks on Israeli positions, and reported firing 135 projectiles into Israel as the anniversary of the October 7 Hamas attack approached. Earlier, the Israeli Air Force had launched extensive strikes against Hezbollah targets in southern Lebanon while announced plans to expand operations along the southern Lebanese coast, advising civilians to avoid the shoreline.